Hi, Jay Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jackson. We are at 3154 West 15th Street, getting ready to head on in. Just got the door open, and we're looking at the inside here. First little entryway, we can see this new LVP that's been put down. Same with the living room. Light is a pull light, little chain to pull down. There's not actually a switch. There is a switch on the wall here, but I think that is for like the exterior light. It doesn't do anything on the inside. Same with the light in what would be the living room here. Same thing, you've got the little pull down chain that they have built into this light so you can turn it on and off. I see some sloping to the floor. I can tell that from this way the cutout of this entrance is into what would be the dining area. You can see that that cutout is really crooked. I don't know if I can shrink that. There we go. Shrunk that down enough so you can see it better. Sorry about that. So now you can see we've got a little crookedness here, and that's not surprising for the age of this house, off grade that it is. Whether that's a settling issue or whether there's other more substantial problems would require an inspector to have a look. I can see also that these doorways are crooked, sloping towards the back of the house from that side to the back. And, once again, make me wonder what it is we really have going on in here. Little dining space, little flush mount light, outlet. There is a switch, but then the switch actually worked. Wow. The switch is a scary looking switch, but I guess it works, so they didn't bother to replace it when they did the renovation. Kitchen space. Hey, we got the kitchen to come on here. Includes some new cabinet boxes, but no pulls or handles, a new black range with the coil top, black oven hood, and a black refrigerator. This is definitely not a new refrigerator, but at least it's the same color as the others. No microwave, no dishwasher. This is the whole kitchen on this wall. There is no other kitchen. Over here, you have a little outlet and a window looking out at the backyard, but there's no room really for any more cabinets. So it's a tiny kitchen. Here's the door that goes out to the back, and this goes into where the laundry would be and your water heater. Also the same LVP we've seen in the rest of the house. This is that little add-on space. Same kind of pull-down light that we saw before. There is an outlet here on the wall for the washer. There's the 220 outlet for the dryer, and then a vent. Actually, this is the first house we've seen today that actually had a vent for the dryer. So that's all good. We've got outlets in the kitchen as well. At least this one on the countertop. There is that one over there. GFCI outlet next to the sink, the way it's supposed to be. So thanks for that. Trim cut off in a weird way here. Why? I don't know. They just put a little tiny thin strip here from where this cut off down rather than just replacing the whole thing for some reason. I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out. So anyway, heading down the hallway, first thing to note is that the ceiling in the hallway is lower than in the rest of the house, and that is a result of the HVAC being up there, and those pipes and the ductwork get in the way. There is a little cabinet shelf here in the hall, very interesting, small, tiny, wouldn't really be able to do much with it. Bedroom number 1 off to the right, maybe 12 by, well, if we look here, 12 by 12 where the closet is, and there is a closet, and looking, you can see the size of the closet, i.e. small closet, maybe 3 feet, 4 feet, yeah, not 4 feet, more than 3 feet, less than 4 feet, and about 30 inches deep, with the shelf and the bar, and those are all fine, although the shelf is a little bit sticking out too much for that to be good for big boxes. At least it's there. Nice big window looking out over the front of the house. Sure appreciate the size of the window, let in lots of light. The texture on these walls is horrible. This is just another one of those places where they didn't actually bother to clean up their texture when they put it down. They just put it down and then they left it and then painted over it. Lots of speckle, lots of big chunks everywhere. And with time that just gets worse and worse and worse until it's just a nasty mess. And we've seen a lot of that lately. I wish we hadn't. Popcorn ceiling, okay, that's all right. So heading into bedroom number 2, which is on the same right side, it's just in the other corner, 2 big windows, letting in lots of light. This room has LVP, not the carpet, 12 feet by 16 feet, I would say, but you're not going to be able to get a king-size bed in here. Maybe this is only 11 feet. It'd be really hard, even if you tucked it up in that corner, to get around to where the closet is, and that's the main reason, to walk past it to get to the closet. So original knob on this closet door, which doesn't really work. As you can see here, the little thing is stuck because it's been painted so many times. The closet, at first I thought it didn't have a bar or a shelf, but then I look up. And at 7 feet or so, that shelf is sitting up there. And what exactly are you going to do with that shelf being that high? I mean, some people wouldn't even be able to reach the shelf, let alone put anything on it. And since it's so high, you definitely couldn't fit anything big in there. The bar is also so high that you could put a second bar down here and have a double bar if that's what you wanted to do. Maybe that would be worth it. You know, you could almost do that and it would be worth it. That's a crazy height though for a shelf. Let's just close this closet up. Little ceiling fan, popcorn ceiling in here as well. Same weird texture, same off color, kind of a, you know, this paint, what this color reminds me of is when I was younger and I was flipping a lot of houses, I would just take all the extra paint left over from everything and I would mix it in a 5-gallon bucket. And this kind of a taupey color was what it came out like. Yeah, that's what they did. All right, bedroom number 3. We've got carpet in bedroom number 3. This one is actually, is there a closet here? There is a closet. So this one is maybe 14 by 11 or 12 with 2 windows letting in lots of light. No ceiling fan, just the tiny little flush mount light. They probably bought 3 of them and they used all 3 and then bought the ceiling fan because they had to. Closet door has a strike plate on the door, probably because the doorknob broke the door. So they put this little guy here to cover up that hole. My suggestion is that there's a stop, and it looks like they added a stop to this as well, and a stop to this one, so shouldn't have any more problems with that. There's no shelf and no bar, but there is a place for both at an appropriate height, not the crazy 7 foot that we saw in the last closet. This closet is maybe 5 feet by 30 inches deep. So it's an okay size. Outlet on the wall at a place that would be perfect if you were going to hang a TV there, I guess. I don't have any coaxial for, oh wait, there's the coax for the cable right there. So, hey, look at that. What do you know? Okay, and we're looking out over the garage door that we looked in the very beginning here. Couple of outlets as well. Ventilation for the HVAC. I haven't seen the compressor yet or the air exchanger. So looking outside, I can see the compressor in the cage. I can't tell what that shape of that compressor is from in the room here. I don't know how I missed it, probably just because I was busy staring at something else. But it's big enough in any case for a compressor. Let's see about the air handler. Let's see if we can find that. It should be here somewhere. We haven't seen it yet, but I bet it's in this little closet right here. We just come to this little louver. Nice little, curious little latch. Not seen one like that in a long time. So let's open this up. Yes, and here is the air handler. Looks old. Not too dirty, but it does look old. It was serviced. It was serviced March of 22. But that was a service. That's not an install date. I can't really tell when that was put in there. What I can see, though, is there's a lot of expanded foam that's been sprayed in here. The walls are pretty cracked up and broken. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with all of that, but, you know, that's what you got. The filter needs to be put in. We've got LVP over the top of what appears to be carpet. I think they just attached this. Here's this little carpet trim. You can see it. I think they just ran this right over the top of that. which it feels solid enough. That's kind of a strange thing. I've seen that before, but last time I saw it, made the floor so squishy that it was, seemed like a problem. They also put this little piece of trim on here. I like that hook so much that I have to hook it, which doesn't actually fit the door frame itself. They just made it fit because this was probably the door that they had available. And they stuffed it in there, and then they put that little piece of trim so that it would close and seal up. That's okay. All right, into the bathroom. So the same LVP as in the rest. They put a couple of tiles that they had left over from some other job down here. I don't know why they bothered. It looks worse than if they had just left the wall painted, I think. This one's broken. The grout work on the edge and on the top is not appropriate. The way they trimmed it also is not appropriate. Although the tile work in the shower itself seems reasonably okay. Not perfect, but not terrible. I don't know why they put this little white marble piece down here when we've got this nice brown. I really like this brown. And the way that they use the wood trim there as an accent. Really, that's really nice, but that kind of blows it. And then over the vanity here, which is, well, I'd say Home Depot special, but you can't even get them like this anymore. This is a really low quality plastic covered door. It's paper in the core with a plastic or a vinyl wrap. Can't really see because the paper part is painted, but that's what it is. With a shelf down there sitting, you can see that it's just basically sitting in there, but at least it's dry and not damaged. With a chrome faucet, shower holder, toothbrush holder, little medicine cabinet, and a triple vanity light, which is probably the newest thing in the bathroom. GFCI outlet, thank you. I'm glad that we have that. So there's other things too that are interesting to me, such as why do we have all that dark staining and the sagging there in the shower that they've painted over? What about all that horrible line of caulk? I mean, come on, you guys. It takes 1 second to wipe that with a wet rag to get that looking clean. Why would you just do that? I don't understand. But, that's where it is. We don't have a shower door. You know what my thoughts are about that. This tub has been painted. This is the original porcelain tub. It has definitely been painted. Whether that paint is the paint that is actually made to go over an enamel tub or not, I can't tell. It's too shiny for it to be the actual porcelain. That's the way it is. So anyway, without a shower door, what that's going to mean is that if there's kids in here especially, water's going to get out onto the floor. Whether or not it's trimmed, this floor is not waterproof where that joint is. Water will get in there, under the tub, rot the wood, and next thing you know, this tub's falling through the floor. My suggestion is don't hang a curtain on this bar. Get this bar out and get a shower door in its place and save yourself a whole lot of headache 10 years down the road. We have a window that is opaque, and that was the way it was supposed to be. Opaque window lets in some light, but doesn't let people see in. That's the right thing for a bathroom. Thanks for that, whoever built the house. The trim along the ceiling here is, they wanted to do some kind of a type of a molding trim. They didn't do a very good job. The joints are all pretty rotten. And it doesn't go all the way around. It only goes to the shower, which is appropriate actually. But I wish they would have got those joints cut straight so that, it looked right. They didn't. The wall work is better in this room than in other places, but that's not saying much. There's been a lot of patching that's happened here, a lot of nail holes that have been filled. They didn't do a good job. The subway tile in a lot of places is messed up and kind of rotten. But this is just stuff that is not about the structure. It's just about the look, about the carelessness of the work. When you paint and you get some paint on your tile, it's pretty easy to take a napkin, wet paper towel, something, and wipe that off, especially, when it's on the tile itself It's really easy. Or you could be smart and then just put a run of tape along there, and then you don't even have to worry about it. But, you know, that's what it is. Okay, so 3154 West 15th Street. Recently renovated. Mostly the renovation seems okay. I'd be concerned once again about the flooring, what's underneath the flooring specifically, because we do have some slopey floors and some crooked doorways. And the rooms, bedrooms are small, but the main living room is a decent size. All things considered, I think for the price, the renovation is relatively decent. And I'm not sure that I would be too nervous about it. The biggest issues, you know, seem to be underneath the property, if there is any. I like the steel roof or the metal roof. So this is J. Frederick Smith, Continental Realty of Jax. We're going to go ahead and head on out of here, and I'll see you at the next one.